What is up, dogs and dogettes? Welcome back to the wonderful world of Harkcraft. It has been a crazy ride over the past week and a half since I played. Getting married, and now I'm finally back in the world. And I wanted to make this before the wedding and have it come out on the wedding day, 10/4, but I did not have any time at all the past week. I probably should have did it a couple weeks ahead of time. But I wanted this to come out. It was just going to be caricatures of me and my fiance in the world. Yes, she corrected me. It was supposed to be fiance at the time, and now wife, of a little homage to us in the wonderful world of Harkcraft. So I built me, I guess, all wooden face, smiley face version of me, and I went off myself in this character here. This is what I base it on, kind of. This is my character without the armor. So, got it loosely based on him. The only thing that changes is I did not wear a rose in my wedding. I had a wheat boutonniere, so I put 3 blocks of gold in there to make it correct. And also I have my ring right here, which this is the actual color of the ring. It is tungsten carbide, and it is awesome. It's pretty heavy metal. It's pretty brutal, if you know what I mean. So we're going to finish up building my wife here. And I'll tell you a little bit about the wedding. Well, the weekend before the wedding, I went up north and went duck hunting. And yeah, I had a fun time, and it was 80 degrees. Late September, and it's pretty warm for late September. So they're like, okay, well, it's 80 degrees. I mean, that could bode well for next weekend when the wedding, because we're having our wedding outdoors. And we're watching it throughout the week, and it started off as like 60 degrees, partly cloudy. It's like, oh yeah, 60 degrees, that's not bad. Well, as each day passed, it became more cloudy, more cold, and more rainy. It's like, come on, throw us a bone here. Let's get some decent weather for the Hark Dog's wedding. But no, it did not work out in that favorable fashion. Unfortunately, I woke up, I think it was about 35 degrees outside, and slight misting slash raining slash snowing. It was just, it was crummy. It was, it was just not conducive to an outdoor wedding. And we're like, well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe the rain will clear up, and maybe it'll warm up a little bit. They said the high was supposed to be about 47 that day, and I slept over at one of my groomsmen's house, and Katie slept at our house here, and woke up. I got about 2 hours of sleep. I was so excited, anxious, stressed, a little nervous, but mainly excited and anxious. If I had to put in 2 emotions, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait for the wedding day. I couldn't wait to get married. I couldn't wait to say my vows, see what type of ring she got, give her the ring that I got her as a wedding gift, which she really loved. She's nodding her head. Well, I'll tell more about that later. So I think we're gonna go up to about that height. I have to make this correct. She had a brown mink shawl on to keep herself warm. So I gotta make sure I get that in here. Yeah. And then I have to use wood for skin color because I'm not gonna use pink or orange. I'm not from the Jersey Shore. Katie's not from the Jersey Shore, so we don't need orange. And pink is, well, I mean, if you spent like way too much time in the sun, one day. You might get the pink color. So we're not going to do any of that. So I got to use wood. We're going to be wood heads, wood bodies, wood hands. But it'll work out. So here I'm putting on a mink shawl. And yeah, let's see.
Are you gonna fill me with gold?
What's that?
You're gonna fill me with gold?
Fill you with gold? No. You do have a heart of gold. Here, I'll put a heart of gold for you. She has a heart of gold. There we go. Okay. So trying to remember where I was in the story before I got sidetracked here. Alright, we're at Woodface.
You were excited to give me the ring.
Yes, thank you. She just reminded me. I was excited to give her the ring that I got her, this Australian fire opal. It was pretty darn cool, if I do say so myself. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. She had luscious red lips. Yeah, an Australian fire opal. It was a really cool, really awesome ring that I luckily got in time for the wedding. I told the guy that I ordered it from, I was like, yeah, I need it basically in 2 weeks. So, like, is there any way you can get it here? It's like, oh yeah, no problem. And yeah, showed up. It showed up well ahead of time, actually, which is really nice. Oops. And yeah, so I didn't get too much sleep. Was tossing and turning, going over my speech in my head, my vows for, oh, I must have went over them like 30 times in my head, trying to remember them, make sure I, you know, stopped at the subtle points where I wanted to stop, and emphasize points I want to emphasize and stuff like that, and woke up, waited for the clock to or my alarm to buzz at like 7:30, and took a shower and walked outside, and it was just crummy. It was raining, and it was just bleh, it was not good. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Well, we'll see if we have it outside, because Katie had her heart on having it outside, and I wanted to have it outside too, and that's the reason why we chose the venue. So let's see here. So eyes. Maybe I should make my eyes brown because they are brown. Matches my hair color. Okay. Nice. And we got out there and we're setting stuff up, and I couldn't see her, obviously, and it's bad luck to see your bride before the wedding. So we were sending text messages to each other, and she's telling me what I need to do to set up, and got set up, and about 12 o'clock rolled around, the photographer got there, so I'm taking pictures of all the groomsmen, and wondering if the weather's going to clear up. And it started clearing up. It was really windy, but it was still cold. And about 1 o'clock rolled around, and we figured we were going to have it outside because the rain had stopped, and the ceremony's not that long, so it wouldn't have been, it wasn't going to be that bad, which was good. So so we got to the first look. Me and Katie wanted to do a first look with each other at 1 o'clock before the ceremony at 2. And then I turned around, and well, the photographer had me like staring in one direction, so he's like, just stare at this direction, I'm gonna go get her. So I'm waiting there. I'm waiting for like 5 minutes, just staring at the trees and listening to the wind, and finally I hear leaves rustling behind me. I was like, oh, here she comes. I got excited, and anxious, and I wanted to turn around, but photographer's like, don't turn around, don't turn around. He was getting pictures of her walking up to me, and I was like, okay, well, here she is. She's here. She's here. They're like, no, just stop right there. I'm gonna get some more pictures. Then finally, she touched me on the shoulder. I turned around, and I was just awestruck. I mean, she was gorgeous. The wedding dress, and I hadn't seen it. My mom was making it, along with some help from Katie's friend, Katie's family friend, and yeah, she looked gorgeous. And I think I immediately started crying.
Yeah.
I was just so happy. It was all the months of planning, all the work, all the stress, all that stuff, and it finally came to fruition there. And we just held each other and we exchanged gifts. And she got me an incredibly awesome fishing net, a trout fishing net from the 30s that was refurbished. And she used a wood burner to burn our initials in there and the date of the wedding, and that was super cool. I can't wait to use it fishing in the future. Let's see here. Kind of don't want to stair step this all the way down. Yeah, not bad. Alright, I'm going to bring this down along her head. Perfect. Yeah, so gave her the ring. She gave me the net, and we only had 10 minutes, so we spent most of the time just crying and holding each other and smiling a lot. Smiling a whole heck of a lot, and it was awesome. And then she went back inside to get ready, and the guests started arriving, and I had my groomsmen and her uncle and a bunch of other people help setting up chairs because we wanted to have it outside, and got everything set up in like, it was like 30 minutes, pretty quick. And by this time I was pretty cold because I was outside for quite a while at this point, taking pictures with all the groomsmen and stuff. And okay, we'll get there. Trying to make this as accurate as possible. Oops. Didn't want that there. Yeah, not bad. Perfect. Take a long view of it. I just gotta add some arms. Okay, so we're gonna, your shoulder's gonna be here. She had the mink on, so we gotta keep this brown. And then the ceremony came, and we had one of her really good friends be the officiant for it. And 2:05 we started the music. The guys walked down to Metallica. Orion by Metallica, but was covered by Rodrigo y Gabriela, which was Metallica is like my favorite band of all time. So Katie was cool enough to let me choose that song to walk down to, and that was really fun. And started at 2:05, and all the guys went down, and then our dog Lily comes bounding down the aisle with the rings, and she was so happy. And then the bridesmaids came out in all their fall colors, and they looked great. And then one of the bridesmaids, little girls, 2 years old, named Nora, was the, not the flower girl, but the leaf girl, because we had her sprinkle fake leaves for walking down the aisle. fake fall colored leaves because we really wanted the fall theme, which was really, really cool. And let's see here, let's do this. And then Katie came walking down the aisle and she was stunning. Everybody stood up and started clapping, and that was just awesome. I couldn't wipe a smile off my face. You couldn't get the smile off my face if you tried. It was awesome. Let's see, how's that look? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Make sure we just do this. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Cool. And then we started the ceremony and read our vows. Then we had a wine in the box. It's the wine in the box ceremony where we sealed up a bottle of wine for our 10-year anniversary with a bunch of sentiments and advice from all our friends and family from the night before. So can't wait for our 10-year anniversary and we get to open it up and get really wasted and read all the sentiments that everybody left us, which would be pretty cool. And then we kissed and walked down the aisle and exchanged rings. That's why I saw my ring, the tungsten carbide. And she used her, what was her great-grandma's ring? Mm-hmm. Great-grandma's ring and my mom's wedding band for her rings. So it was pretty awesome. Everything went off without a hitch. It was all we hoped for the entire day. And then we went to the back of the aisle and waited for everybody to fill in and took a huge group photo with all the guests and all the wedding party and the family, which was really neat. I can't wait to see how that turned out. So we took a couple of them. I think one was kind of a goofy one where we all had our arms raised and cheering. So that was really, really cool. And then went to the recession line and said hi to everybody, all the family and friends that traveled from near and far to come see us get married, which was awesome. It was really, really cool to see all those faces in one place. And let's see, hold on, let's go for, here we go. Block of diamond on her hand. Yeah. Perfect. All right, well, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I know what I need to add. Yeah. So I'll keep going. I'm gonna put a couple torches. We don't want too many spawners on here. And then had introductions, the Grand March, and then the food was amazing. We had chicken, we had brats with pretzel buns, we had corn on the cob, we had squash. We just had so much food. It was so good. Home brews. Her brother brewed a bunch of home brews for us for the wedding. And those were delicious. I'm actually enjoying one right now because I didn't get to try them all at the wedding. So there's a few left over. Not too many. I think there's only about maybe 18 total left over, including the ones that we took out before the wedding. And let's do this. So your dress went all the way to the ground. And let's see here. Then we had our first dance, which was awesome, to our song, Seth Walker, More Days Like This. And then the parents danced with us, and then the party started, and it was just it was an incredible night. only got a couple hours sleep that night, but it was worth it. It was a great weekend, and just an unbelievable memory that we're gonna have, and all the people that were there, and all the people that were there to enjoy it with us. It was awesome. I wish I had other words to describe it, but they'll have to invent some words, I think, to describe a wedding that awesome, for sure. So what I'm gonna write here, I'm gonna do a 10-4, which was our date, and now is our anniversary. So we're really happy that we were able to get 10-4, because for the first like few months we were we were finishing every text message to each other with 10-4, just like truckers do. And it's also cool that 10-4 equals itself too, or not, 10-4 adds up to the year that we got married, I want to say. So that's really neat. So I'll do the 4 here. And I'll resume normal Harkcraft probably on Saturday. Wait a minute, is that how you make a 4?
Nope. Yep.
Well, it's gonna look backwards from the other way.
Oh.
But no, I wanted to point towards the monastery and the Parthenon, because I want to look from the throne and the Parthenon out here. So 10-4, 14, and I will get to your questions. I know Stormflash, Shrub, a bunch of people had some questions for me in the previous Harkcraft that I did. So, but I wanted to get this one out and tell you about the wedding, and just to, because I know a lot of you are wondering. Especially why there haven't been any videos the last few days. I had to take a pretty big break. So 10-4, 14. Should I make that bigger? Maybe I should center it more. It is off balance. I don't think I need to make it too much bigger. I do need to balance it out though. Yeah, and I'm excited to get back into normal Harkcraft, normal video making. I'm going to start looking into my next playthrough. I want to get a Dazzle because I want to record some the Nintendo games that I have, which would be pretty exciting. I also want to get the Dazzle for the Super Nintendo, so that will be really cool once I get that. And because I have a few old games that I want to play, that I want to walk through with you guys. And I mean, they only probably take like 30 minutes. Those old Nintendo games don't take too long, so should be pretty darn cool. I want to do Gunsmoke. I'd like to do the Battletoads. I'd like to continue that. I know that was like the first video I ever posted on my channel. I don't know if I'll be able to do that one because I never beat that game, and it's a very frustrating game. So we'll see if I even play that. But let me know if you guys want me to play that one. Oops. Let's see what other game that I wanted to do. There's a couple other ones. I know I wanted to do a Super C walkthrough. I don't have Contra anymore. Someone stole my Contra game like 5 years ago. I did have Contra Force at one time when I was younger, but that is long gone. Trying to think of all the Nintendo games I got. I know I really want to do the Gunsmoke game because that is a really cool game. I grew up playing that game, and it's just basically an over-the-head shooter, top scroller, and you just shoot like thousands of guys, get different guns, and I really like that game. I played it a whole bunch growing up, so I think I'm gonna definitely play that one next. As far as a newer playthrough. I'll probably get the new COD when it comes out next month. Not super excited about it, but I'll probably get it. I'll probably do some multiplayer on it and some frustration multiplayer. So, yeah, that's a little bit more centered. 10-4-14.
Nice.
I'm going to put some torches in here so we can see it. There we go. Right across the board. Let's take a look at it from afar. Oh, look at that.
Perfect.
Pretty cool.
That looks awesome.
Yeah. So I got the nod of approval from the wife, so I think we're gonna stick with this. So there it is. So hope you all enjoyed. It's good to be back in the world of Harkcraft. It's good to be back interacting with you guys. So normal videos will start on Friday. I'm probably gonna get a Transformers Universe gameplay out on Friday. Hopefully get a Harkcraft out on Saturday. And then from there on out, I'm going to do some research on to videos, not videos, games that I want to play for playthroughs and fun throughs and stuff like that. So, so stay tuned. There's a lot of exciting videos and action coming up in the future on the Hark Dog 25 channel. So, take care. We will see you next time, everybody. Adios.